Good morning from Browns Bay. It's day one of our lockdown, and it's the 26th of March, and it's 9:19. I have no idea whether that makes any difference in your life because you're probably at home. You haven't had to rush off to some deadline. You haven't had to deal with Auckland traffic or Wellington traffic or wherever it is that you are. You've just been able to ease into the day. What a great way to start. I woke up at 5 o'clock with a chill, and I thought, ooh, it doesn't feel good at all. Are we living in a police state? Perhaps they're out there, you know. My childhood memories came back of squad cars. We used to listen to it on the radio. It went like this. They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting in fast cars and on foot. These are the men of squad cars. And then I thought, hang on a minute, it's just the window. It's not the chill of tyranny. Somebody's left the bathroom window open. Shut the window and the chill was dispelled. All was well in the house, not a creature stirred, not even a mouse. Lockdown could be interesting if my mind carries on down these busy tracks. One wonders, will it be a poem or the first pages of a novel or a song that pops out somewhere along the road? Actually, it's more likely to be a message for online church, which I'm working on for Sunday. It's all about not being afraid in cold, dark places and the apparent tombs of the dead ends of life. If you read in preparation, you can read Psalm 130 and especially John 11 from 1 to 45. It's quite a long passage about the death and resurrection of Lazarus. And Mary and Martha were his sisters, and Jesus had quite a close relationship with that family. It must have been really tough when he didn't show up when they really wanted him there. But he knew what was coming, and he knows what's coming in our lives as well. For us, it might feel more like 3 days of death. The isolation, the stuckness, the opening and shutting of windows to keep out and let in the only visitors that we'll have, blasts of cold air and warm sunlight rays to penetrate our unshed spaces. But we're not alone. Psalm 139 puts it so well. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. It's a great thing in John 1 where it talks about the darkness not being overcome, the light rather not being overcome by the darkness. About not being alone, I was thinking of Chris Tomlin's song, which we sang recently. It goes like this: I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. We're never alone. There was a great report that a friend of mine posted from a Greek newspaper yesterday. It was about a particular man who made an announcement to the press that he wasn't afraid of this coronavirus, but he did dread being at home indefinitely with his wife. No comment. That wasn't so. I'm sure his wife didn't see that. I don't know what your fears are and what you're anxious about. I've been working from home on and off for a long time, so it's quite easy for me. I'm used to just coming downstairs to my study, but I've always had the option, of course, to go out, and that's what's quite difficult. A lot of people are already struggling with that idea. So the scripture says, God says, Jesus says to us, don't be afraid, don't be anxious. He would say, watch and wait. And I would say, check the windows first. It might be something quite unrelated to your fears that is causing you to think about the bad things. Focus on the good. The sun will come up again. The warmth of the rays will come through the window, and you'll be fine. We'll be fine wherever we are in the world. So have a great day on this day one of our lockdown in New Zealand. A number of you in other places are going through the same thing. You too are not alone. We'll talk again tomorrow. God bless you and have a lovely day.